Hey, Bronco Nation. Welcome back to the Bronco Talk Show. I'm your host, Nick Wade, joined by my co-host, Sam Gillette of Sam Talk Sports. And today we've got a special guest joining us. I've been a big fan for years, so this is a great blessing. She's a senior guard for Boise State, wearing number 14, a former Gatorade Montana Player of the Year, and a major contributor to the Broncos since day one. From her Mountain West Conference Freshman of the Week to leading the conference in assists this season, her elite shoot charity stripe, she's been a steady force on both ends of the floor. Bronco fans, please help me welcome Mya Hansen.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Mya, how's it going?
Great. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Awesome. How are you doing today?
Good. Yep, just another day, I guess, kind of usual rotation, just have some classes and play basketball. That's kind of the college life right now.
That's the dream. Well, hey, you've been a steady and electric presence for Boise State over your career. Let's start with this. You're about 16 points away from that 1,000 club to join the other Fab Three. You took a little bit longer of time because, you're also 7th all-time on the assists in program history. Your shooting percentages from beyond the arc and free throw line are among the best in school history. I know you're all about team. What does reaching these career milestones mean to you personally, and how do you stay so consistent in high-pressure situations?
Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool to think about it. But like you said, obviously, I like to focus on our team and what can I do for our team. And that's where I find I can make these little advancements in my own records, my own career, because I will do what I need to do for the team. As you see with assists, I'm always looking for our shooters. We have some great shooters on our team. We have some great scorers on our team all around the board. So obviously, if I can get them the ball, that's what I'm looking for. Same with scoring. They're able to create me shots as well. So it all just comes down to just our team effort and our team consistency that's allowed me to be successful.
Do you think of yourself as the John Stockton of Boise State women's basketball?
I don't know if I'd call myself that. I don't know if my dad would even allow me to call myself that. He'd be a little offended for John Stockton, but
I tell Sam, during the games, like if Mya's got double-digit points, it's a lock that we're going to get a win because she's doing everything in there, and you're not a slouch at shooting either. You're pretty lights out when you get the ops.
Oh, thank you so much.
Looking back at your Boise State journey, you've grown from a promising freshman into a senior leader, and that journey wasn't just about game stats, but also leadership and resilience. How do you feel your role has evolved over these 4 years, especially as you've matured into a primary playmaker and offensive engine for the Broncos?
Yeah, it's definitely been a journey. You would say that, but I feel like it's gone by so fast. But I've been blessed with some great teammates and great coaches who've kind of shown me that path and shown me the way. Obviously, Coach B has built a great culture here at Boise State. If you look over his career and his successes he's had here, along with that, I've got to watch and observe some leaders we've had on this team. Like we had MK over these past few years. We've had Abby over these past few years. People like that have just shown me what it is to be like a leader. And I always enjoy having that kind of leadership role. I have had that since kind of my high school years as well. So it's kind of cool to return that. And I see it as kind of returning a favor to our team. Obviously, we have quite a few freshmen this year. So being able to lead them, show them the ways, because I have also been in those freshman difficulties that come with playing basketball and even just come with life and being on your own for the first time. So being able to kind of be a guide for them in those moments kind of really makes me happy, and just a way to give back to our program and give back to the generations to come here at Boise State.
And in addition to your assist milestone, you're shooting at elite rates, both from the beyond the arc and at the free throw line, ranking among the best in those categories at Boise State. I've been kind of tracking that, and you and Nat kind of switch back and forth on there. Both of you guys are right there at the top for percentage wise. Can you talk about how you've developed that consistency in your shooting mechanics and the mental approach over that time?
Yeah, well, I feel like it takes me back to starting my 4th grade year. My dad was big on shooting, but I remember he probably wouldn't let me shoot a 3 until I was maybe a 7th or 8th grader. I just remember he would say, "You're focusing on those mechanics, you're focusing on building that form before you reach out." So I think back to those years where every single day I'd get in the gym with him, and it'd be 2 to 3 hours there, depending on, how long I'd shoot for. He'd always put in shooting programs, and get up about, 500 to 1,000 shots each day. And it was all about makes, not just how many shots you put up, because obviously when it comes down to it, you want the ball to go in the hoop. So I just take pride in that, and I take pride in the fundamentals. That's where you see nowadays a lot of people or a lot of kids want to go out there and play. They want to go see the court, but you can't build your skills if you're just playing games. You have to be in the gym and work hard in those ways, kind of behind the scenes. So I take much pride in that, and that's what advice I'd give to the next generation as well, is just to put that time in.
Are you still putting up that quantity of shots in your routine right now?
I try to sometimes. I wouldn't say it's not as consistent as it was before, especially just college being a lot more demanding with a lot more games going on. But yeah, definitely just trying to get in the gym, getting up as many shots, but more so now, since I have more of those fundamentals, just working on how to increase my skills and develop new skills.
Speaking of increasing your skills and developing them, which ones have you worked the hardest to develop during your time at Boise State?
I guess it's changed each year, trying to develop what role I'm in. As you've seen, I have been in point guard roles previously here, and I've also been more of that 2 guard, 3 guard role. So it kind of depends where I'm needed in that moment and what would help bring success to our team, because obviously that's what I'm here for. So I just always knowing to develop my shot is a big thing, but being able to score at all 3 levels, just around the rim, within that mid range and the 3-point range, is a huge thing. And especially going into this year, just increasing my ball handling and court awareness, being a point guard now, as I did transition from more of that 2-3 scoring role now into more of a facilitator. So definitely trying to increase those ball handling skills, increase just my facilitating for our team.
So this season so far, shown a big jump from last year. You're one win away from matching last season's total wins. Your last season was 18-15, 7-11. This year, you're 17-5, 8-3 in the Mountain West. How have you and the senior core helped set the tone for the improvement this year?
Well, I think we've been through many ups and downs together as a group, so we understand what each side feels, and how those losses can be pretty detrimental to us. We don't want to feel that as many times as we can. So obviously trying to cut that down. But comes to it, obviously we've been together for 4 years. So each year we just develop an even better relationship, more consistency, more commitment to one another. And I think that plays a big role in that, and kind of showing our freshmen and our younger classmen what it is like to feel in that winning position, in those winning roles, and taking initiative. So I'd say that's a big reason for where we are at right now. And yeah, I just give all the credit to our teammate and our coaches for just putting us in all areas we need to be successful.
We've had Danny and Tatum on the show, and you've often been described as a vocal leader, that instructive voice, yet with the steady hand when things get intense. I imagine you probably got a little bit of that steadiness from MK, from all the years that you played with her. I'm sure that kind of rubbed off. How do you balance being a leader who pushes your teammates while also keeping everyone grounded and focused through the highs and the lows of a long season?
Yeah, obviously I've been through many seasons, so I understand what it's like, and what it's been to be on a good side of it and the bad side of it. So just trying to figure out what works best for our team in the moment, because each team is differently, and each team handles adversity and handles wins, losses in different ways. So it's all about, I think, reading our team and understanding what their needs are. But overall, I think we're a great group to where we are able to push each other, give each other advice, and everyone's willing to take it. And at the same time, give them praise when it's needed. So there's definitely a balance between leadership of having to kind of be that hard person to work with at times, just trying to get people going, to push people, but also understanding that it is a team sport and we need everybody. So trying to find that encouragement is a big thing as well. And just understanding that I've been on each sides, both as a leadership and a follower. So understanding that it does kind of depend on the person. But ultimately, I'm just thankful that we have a great group here who is willing to learn from each other, willing to take criticism from each other. So it's all props to them for allowing me to be a leader and for them really listening to me or listening to the rest of us seniors and being willing.
May not be something so prevalent in women's basketball, but in the age of the NIL, have you seen any kind of difference in how hard you're able to push someone thinking, I'm just going to get in the portal and go play somewhere else? Or are you still able to keep up that intensity and push them from the get-go?
Yeah, for me, obviously, you just got to take it year by year. So I try not to look too far ahead in the future and knowing that our team we have right now is what matters right now. This is the team that we are eligible to win a championship with. So that's what I focus on. But yeah, ultimately, I can see where people come from, and especially coaches having this transfer portal. I can actually see it being abused a lot, this transfer portal, half the time. It is hard to find loyalty right now. And if you look at our program in Boise State, that's something we don't struggle with at all. I mean, if you see it, we've lost 3 girls to the transfer portal in my 4 years here, which you don't see less than 3 people transferring on any other team in 1 year. People are leaving left and right whenever they want to. So I think that's a testament to our team, our coaching staff, that we can really keep people here because people have the same common goal here. And it's a way for us to build a culture. So I don't think it's really too much of a worry for me here just because of our history we've had with our teams and able to keep people here and have a solid commitment. So I have full faith in our team and full faith in our teammates this year, every year that's to come as well.
And being a vocal presence in the locker room and on the floor, do you have to find yourself kind of toning back at all? Or are you able to rip into people without fear of them just shutting down? Now that that is an option, maybe not for the team, this team specifically, but is that in your head at all that, hey, I need to make sure that these guys want to stay here whenever I'm ripping into them for being a leader to them, not necessarily ripping into them?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the person, like I said, as well, because each person takes criticism or takes pride in different ways. So yeah, it's all about reading each individual, but ultimately I'm not worried about any of that, I guess, within our team because we truly care for each other and whatever takes to win is what we're going to do. So I'm just thankful for each of them that they're willing to take my advice. They're coming to ask for advice and I can also come to them and ask for advice. So it's not just a one-way street where I can hold other people accountable, but I also want them to hold me accountable as well. Because when it comes down to it, we are all human. We all make mistakes at times, but we need each other to lift each other up. That's why it's a team sport. That's why I love team sports. So in those moments that I can tell someone else what's needed to be done, they can also tell me when I'm lacking as well. And I'm willing to take that from any person on our team because when it comes down to it, each of us are Division I basketball players. We got here for a reason. We are here for a reason. So I have full faith in everyone to complete their role, but also to hold each other accountable and pick each other up when needed in that moment as well.
And probably being how you've only lost 3 girls in your time frame, that close-knit family kind of gives you more leeway to be a little harsher and more have them be more forgiving because they know you have their best interest. But point guards often talked about being the coach on the floor. On a night where things get chaotic or the pace picks up or you're blowing out a team like San Jose State, what's your mindset when it comes to directing the offense and keeping everyone kind of locked in whenever things are running wild?
Yeah, it's just keeping everyone on the same page because ultimately the ball's usually in my hands in those moments, taking it down the court or setting up an offense. So yeah, it's just holding each other accountable and making sure we communicate with each other. Obviously, there are times where it's gonna be ups and downs, but I feel like we've been through many different scenarios in our time so far, whether it's close games, blown out games, that we are able to understand different scenarios and different situations, which I'm very thankful for going into the second half of conference and into the tournament. Because you never know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. Anybody can have an off night. Anybody can have a great night. So having and understanding what those situations are like and able to calm our nerves in those moments. But ultimately, I just know that I have full faith in everyone on that court, especially if out of our 5 starters, I know I can give any one of them the ball in the right position and they're able to score. So I feel like there haven't been many moments this year in the seasons where I feel worried or things get chaotic, because I know we can rein it in and pull it back together, because we have been in those situations and we're able to get ourselves out of them.
And I know you guys want to, focus on the game in front of you, but let's just dip a little bit into last Saturday's game. So diving into Saturday's big 96-62 win over San Jose State. You had an impactful stat line: 6 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists and 4 steals in just 20 minutes. A true all-around performance. And then that gave, many of the freshmen some good playing time, like Morgan Maldonado, Jada Lewis, and Kira Thompson at the guards spot. What clicked for you and the team in that game?
Yeah, well, obviously we had a great start and felt like the hoop was almost the size of the court for us at that point. But yet again, that can be our team at any night. When you have shooters like Danny Bays and Natalie Pasco, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I'm actually shocked half the time if they do miss a shot, because I trust them so much that they can knock down those shots. And then if you decide to take that away, we have such inside presence with Tatum and Libby. So it's kind of more pick your poison at that point. What are you going to take away? And then we'll attack another area. And I felt we did a great job of just adapting to what San Jose gave us as their defense, and just playing off that and taking what they give us and making them pay for it. And I thought our offensive transition started us off well with that, being able to push the ball, get some easy buckets, open up that hoop. Yeah, and it was just fun. Honestly, it's fun to be able to play that way, just to share the ball around, get some buckets, and it was about 24 assists, I'd say, off that game too, which is pretty awesome to hear. Just to see that we are creating shots for one another. It's not just one-on-one basketball. So it's very promising for us going forward. But yeah, I think that it was that start for us that really gave us that confidence. And I feel like when we're able to show confidence, it gives confidence to the rest of our team throughout that whole game. And it's fun just to be able to cheer each other on, to play with a different mixture of people in the games. And I mean, that's why we play basketball, is to have some fun. So those games make it really enjoyable.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that, Tatum Thompson set a school record with scoring 18 points in that first quarter. She scored a career high 28 points. And today she was named the Mountain West Conference Player of the Week. So a huge game for her, double for Danny, her second career. So, I think when you have 24 assists for the team, good chance that you're going to win, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, when you have people who can set records like that, when you have people like Danny and Tatum, and then you have Natalie who can knock it down a shot anywhere, and you have Libby, who's just that silent killer at times for us both on offense and defense, who just takes away possessions from our other team. See, that's where I just have full faith in all of them, and just makes me smile half the time that I have the opportunity each and every day to go out on the court and compete with them. Just because it's, it being my last year, it's just that happy feeling to know that this is the group I want to end my basketball career with.
You said 24 assists. You had a third of them with 8. Almost double digits. And you had, was it four steals that game as well? So great game. What were you seeing from San Jose State's defense that allowed you to find your teammates so effectively? And how important was ball movement in that victory?
Yeah, so we've seen San Jose, they're a program that likes to do some 2-3 zone or different type of zone movements. So like you said, it is all about ball movement, getting that ball moved, shifting their defense around. So I think us finding each other in passes, finding the open gaps, that's what gave us open looks for Tatum in the middle because they're so concerned about Danny and Nat hitting on the outside. But then you're going to have to start worrying about Tatum knocking down those little jumpers. So then that's when we got threes on the outside. So I think it's just a connection thing too, is we just know where each person's going to be located and we know what each person's strengths are. So that's when we're willing to create for each other, willing to find shots that were open.
And I got to ask for my kids because they were rooting for a 100-point game. But were you guys pushing for 100 and fell just short, or were you just playing?
I think we were just playing. Honestly, I don't think anybody was really worried about that. We were just having a good time out there playing, and obviously at the same time working more focused on improving in the areas we can, especially on defensive side.
They weren't just hoping for you guys to get 100. They're hoping San Jose State would get that wretched 67.
Oh, sounds about right. Oh my God. That's all you hear about now. I'm pretty sure half our teammates would say the same. So it's not
that's funny. So you said it when your teammates get in the groove offensively, the ball movement, the spacing, that defensive energy, it seems like everything opens up. How did that game give you confidence moving into a crucial stretch coming up in conference play?
Oh yeah, it's given us a lot of confidence, especially having that 7-0 streak right now within conference. Just understanding what we are capable of. So obviously we have quite a few wins, but some of those wins weren't the prettiest. But at the end of the day, that's okay. It's understanding that even on your bad days, that you can find a way to win. And it just shows our team's passion to play for each other, our team's passion to find a win through any and all circumstances. So I think it's just given us a boost of confidence going in the second half because, basketball season, it's a long season. You can get through some dog days, some long days. So I think remembering these moments, remembering our potential and what we still have in store for us, that's what makes me the most excited and the rest of our team so eager to keep going forward and keep improving to see how high is our ceiling.
What aspects of your game do you feel are continuing to grow, even in games where you might not lead in scoring, that benefit the team beyond the stat sheet?
Mm-hmm. I think obviously from a defensive standpoint, that's kind of been our focus lately. We can see from both the rebounding stats and just defensive as a team and one-on-one defense. These are things we want to take pride in and continue to improve on because obviously defense is what really wins games. You only have to score 1 point more than other teams, so it's all about getting a difference, getting a stop or getting an O board, getting a D board, things like that. I think it's the little things that people kind of forget and move on past in basketball, but it really means a lot because it's true. Every possession matters in a game. So every steal, every rebound, every stop you can get is what depends. And obviously you can't control when the ball goes in the basket. Sometimes there'll be off nights, but you can control your effort and focus on defense.
Yeah.
Recently, Coach P, in talking about, you guys are exceeding those SMART goals this year opposed to last year. He's confidently pessimistic, which I think is the right kind of mentality, especially since you're facing Nevada this week. A team that struggled this season. They're at 7-14 overall, 3-8 in conference, but always plays with urgency. What's been the focus in practice and on film? I'm pretty sure you'll probably be taking number one. You seen anything on film so far this week and getting ready for them?
Yeah, obviously. We were fortunate that we played them already. So it's kind of seeing what were our mistakes in that previous game and moving on, understanding how can we solve those and how can we fix them. So obviously it comes down to the defensive point, especially looking at rebounding stats, trying to up our rebounds then and win that rebounding battle. And then more defensively, just working on being able to get through screens quicker, being able to stop on ball defense and stop transition is a big one as well. So I feel like there's just little aspects of it that come down to it, but ultimately it's just who's going to give the most effort and who's going to be most consistent throughout those 40 minutes. Especially being on a road game, you never know how those games are going to work out or how the start's going to be, what it's going to be like, especially being a 10:30 a.m. game that we have. But yeah, it's ultimately just coming in ready to punch first, and just kind of taking it as it goes, but also staying up with anticipation.
Is there anything that you guys are doing different to prepare yourself for an early 10:30 tip off?
Yeah, I guess we did have an earlier practice today too. But ultimately what comes down to it, yes, you can prepare for it anyway, but it's just having your mindset right that on that day that it comes. Yeah, so all I can think about, I guess, is just having an early 10:30 game with a lot of kids screaming, because apparently it's a kids game as well. So just double whammy right there. But I think, oh yeah, there will be a lot of that. But I think what it comes down to is just having a mindset of like taking it as a challenge. In the past, we always used to say this one word, say the word good. Like whatever circumstance comes, good. We got to have a 10:30 a.m. game, good. There's going to be screaming kids, good. It's just another chance for us to take a challenge and take it face on. That yes, it could be a determining factor of what it's going to be like for us right now, but also it's going to be just a stronghold for us in the future, something we can use and hold that can strengthen us as we go in for the rest of the season.
Danny's going to love that kid game. So maybe reinforce the good part for her.
Yeah. So you're going to have a lot of disappointed kids if you don't at least score 67 points.
Yeah, got it. I guess that's the goal now.
Oh, man. So conference play is where every game feels like a battle because everybody knows everybody. They play everybody all the time. What's the mindset you and the team emphasize when approaching games like Nevada, where a loss would really shift momentum in the standings?
Yeah, like you said, just taking it one game at a time. I think our biggest goal right now is understanding that, yes, we want to win and we want to continue in like we have, but at the same time, we want to just continue and improve each and every game. So taking it as how far can we reach our potential in this game? What can we improve that we've been struggling on in the past? I think that's a better way to take it rather than kind of an intimidating factor of like, ooh, this is a win or loss. It's more so, no, how can we improve? Because what it comes down to is in March when we get to the tournament. Obviously we want to win these games and we want to play as hard as we can, but we just want to make sure we are the best team we can be in March. We don't want to hit our peak right now. We want to hit that peak in March. So just finding ways that we can improve day in and day out, and get some wins along the way.
And as Sam said, you've seen every team in the Mountain West. Now you're in your second half of the conference play, seeing the ebbs and flows of the league. What do you think sets this Boise State squad apart from the rest right now?
I think you can just see our improvement we've had over these games, over conference and over non-conference. It's just really cool to see those improvements and those and see where the potential is. But ultimately at Boise State, you won't find a better group of players, let alone people in general as well. Knowing that each of us truly care for each other on and off the court, I feel like that just makes a difference, having that chemistry, having that understanding that we truly care about one another, and that we'll go to battle for each other. Like for me, I'm a big relationship person. Like if I have a relationship with you, I want to go on that court and I want to win for you. So every time I step on that court, I want to win for my teammates. I want to win for my coaches, and knowing if we had that relationship that they would do the same for me. So yeah, it's just kind of going into battle, going to war each and every day for our teammates. I think that's what makes us stand out, is because we care about each other so much that we want to see each other be successful.
And coming up here in a few weeks, you got road stretch, Fresno State and Wyoming before you're back home at Extra Mile. How do you kind of, as a senior leader, how do you keep your teammates locked in mentally whenever you go from those long road stretches and then you get the excitement of getting to come back and play at home?
Ultimately, I think we just understand it's one game at a time, and each game is the same, no matter if it's a home game or an away game. That we have to stay in that moment and play our game, play how we know how to play. Yeah, I feel like it just comes down to us knowing that we are capable of getting a home win. We are capable of getting away wins, that our skill set, no matter the location, stays the same. And then we just fight for each other when we're on the court.
And yeah, you guys take care of business at home. You guys, right now you have a 12-1 record at home. Grand Canyon came and kind of put a downer on that, but you went over there and you took that right back. So love to see that. So senior year is always a time of reflection and anticipation. You started as a freshman and you went through some things. You had that bionic leg most of the season during your freshman year, but you still gave it your all. When you think about your legacy at Boise State, what are the things you'll most want fans and future Broncos to remember about your time in blue and orange?
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess just being a loyal team member when it comes down to it. Obviously, like you said, in the time of transfer portals, in a time where it's kind of easier to escape and find something new, that there are going to be trials, and it's going to be the same in life. You're going to have trials in life. You're going to have trials in college. And I have had my own trials in basketball in college as well. Just knowing that you have a purpose at where you're at and sticking to where you are, sticking through those difficult times, it will make you better. It'll make you come a better person, a better player. So I'm just proud to be here. I'm proud to be a part of the Boise community and to see everybody that backs us up as well. So just knowing that, yes, I am a basketball player here, but that I am able to give back to the community in a way that they're able to hopefully enjoy the game of basketball when they watch us play, or enjoy other aspects of life that are connected to Boise State. So yeah, I'm just thankful for the opportunities that Boise State has given me, and just I would wish for my legacy to be that I can give back to them in that way, whether that was me through playing or through community service or other aspects that Boise State basketball has given me.
Is there one moment that a game or a shot or maybe even a moment in practice that you look back on as one that defined your growth or gave you that breakthrough in your Boise State career?
I don't know. I think of it just all as a whole. Just being able to look at my teammates right now and look over at the other three seniors who have been here since freshman year. It's just kind of it's very satisfying just to see that we've stuck together for each other this so long, and we've been through ups and downs together, and just kind of a cool friendship that we've had. And yeah, I guess it's just something that I'll take with me for the rest of my life, that I know I have a sisterhood forever, that I have built-in friends from the day I stepped onto this campus. Yeah, so I think it's just kind of starting to be a full circle moment that we started together as a freshman class and we're ending it together as a senior class. Yeah, I'm just so thankful for all of them and this opportunity.
And as you said, there's been a lot of ball, so it's hard to choose, the highlight from all of that ball. Since you stepped onto the campus, you've made an impression on the court since day one. So you've battled through every kind of game scenario that there is. Both Danny and Tatum described a sense of urgency, one game at a time, of course, towards a title. What's your personal definition of success for this season, and how does that align with the team goals?
Yeah, obviously, winning a title has been on our mind. I remember one of the first conversations I had with Tatum, Nat, and Danny in our dorm room is talked about we want to win a title. We want to win a championship here in the Mountain West, especially this being the last year of Mountain West for us, for Boise State. It'd be kind of cool to end that with our career and with the career Boise State is with the Mountain West. Yeah, so I think success comes from finding that championship at the end, but along with that, just continue to take each game and win each game that we can, and improve while we're at it. Because I find success in doing things that are meaningful to me, and what's meaningful to me is to build up each of our teammates, both us seniors all the way down to the underclassmen, just to be better people, better players, and better members of our society at the same time. Because when it all comes down to it, basketball is not going to be around forever. And especially for me, I know that quite soon here. And how can I use basketball in this journey to set me up for life? And so I've been so thankful that basketball has given me such great life lessons that I've learned over the years, to where I feel like I'm ready to dive into the adult life, I guess, I would call it. But knowing that I can use this competitive aspect of me, the dedication, the heart, to set me up in life, and that hopefully I can use that wisdom I've gained and pass it down onto my teammates, so that we can just be successful as people, not just players.
When you're not locked into basketball, what helps you rest and relax?
Yep, that's where people like to say that, oh, basketball, it's so demanding, like, especially being a college athlete, like, it is a job. And it is true. It can be demanding. It can be very busy. But at the same time, I am thankful for having multiple aspects of my life. I have the athletic aspect, I have academics, and I have social life, that ultimately can make me a balanced human being, to know that I am not stuck in this athletic, this basketball identity. There are multiple aspects to me, which I'm honestly thankful for, even though at times it can be demanding and stressful. So yeah, I'd like to take a lot of pride in my academics as well, which would lead me up to the rest of my life into a career. But then also just for my social life, hanging out with friends, being around people who build me up, being in different Bible studies and different church groups, things like that, to show me that I am also a human and person of this world, and to be able to create relationships with people and kind of take your mindset of basketball once in a while. Because yes, it is a huge part of my life. It's a huge love I have. But at the same time, one bad practice may ruin my day, which I try to stay away from now, to understand that I have that aspect of my life, but at the same time, I have other things that can fill me up as well.
Balance is a beautiful thing. Finally, before we get into the rapid fire segment with Sam, I always like to ask each one of our guests, what message do you want to send to Bronco Nation as you head into the rest of this pivotal conference and tournament play?
Mm-hmm. Well, first off, I just want to say thank you to all their support. It means more than you can imagine. It's another reason that I step out onto that court, because I know of that support and care people have for us as people and as players. And it's just another incentive for me to go out onto that court and give my best 24/7 all the time. And with that, obviously, yes, we still have a whole other half of the season to come. So we can still use your support, coming to our games, being a part of our program, because we truly appreciate that. And it means more than to the support we already have, but to continue having that. And obviously just keeping up to date, especially as we come to the end of the season with Mountain West play, because we are in the runnings for a Mountain West championship, and we want to bring that back to Boise.
All right. I just added another question to my rapid fire. So,
oh, man.
so you're going to be the very first person to answer that one. But we're going to do a quick rapid fire here. Just answer them as fast as you can. And if you want to skip, say skip, and we'll skip.
Okay.
All right. Your favorite warm-up song?
Oh, I'm not much of a song listener, I guess. I've been liking Everybody but the remix one. I don't know what it's called, honestly. Our teammates play it. That's the only reason I know it.
Favorite Boise restaurant?
Oh my gosh, these are hard questions. These are worse than an actual interview. I do like Yard House. Yard House is really good. But the Fork is good. And Tupelo Honey. See, I don't even know. They're all good.
Does pineapple go on pizza?
Yes, for sure.
Stanley or Owala?
Stanley. Owalas just look weird to me, honestly.
Yeti or Arctic?
Yeti. I don't really know Arctic, to be honest.
Fry sauce or ketchup?
Ugh, can I choose ranch?
All right.
Ranch goes on everything. Ranch goes on
That's a
everything.
first.
Your favorite non-basketball sport to watch?
Ooh, I've been getting into golf recently, not gonna lie. Like I watched the Masters one time and I thought that's cool. But we're tennis. Tennis is pretty cool.
And then Blue Bunny or Blue Bell?
Blue Bunny.
Yes. And this is the new one. Snow or beaches?
Snow, for sure. I miss the snow. So I'm from Montana though. So
Yeah.
I miss the snow so much. Yeah, we haven't gotten enough of it. Although I did see my first beach in Greece when we went there as a team. So that was pretty cool too though.
All right. And finally, you're stuck on an island. What 3 items do you bring?
Oh my gosh. I'm off with this question. Probably phone, just to call someone to get me off the island. Probably like a knife and matches would be good. I'll go more practical, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
You said ranch goes on everything. I've always told my kids, I said taquitos are sour cream spoons and pizza are ranch spoons.
Yep, that's valid. That is so valid. I'd probably even put ranch on taquitos. So
All right, Maya. Thanks for the time. Best of luck against Nevada and the rest of the Mountain West run. I know it's not going to be easy. Everyone's going to be taking shots at Boise State because they don't want them to win the last Mountain West title on the way out. So good luck, and we'll be watching.
yeah, well, thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
Maya, thanks so much for spending time with us today. Bronco Nation loves watching you lead this team. We can't wait to see what you and the squad accomplish the rest of the way. That's all for this episode of Bronco Talk. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Blue Elevation Elevating, Bronco sports through fans like you. Every donation fuels Boise State athletics, scholarships, and community projects, helping student athletes reach championship levels. With over $13,000 raised, Blue Elevation is Boise State's #1 crowdsourcing outlet. Join the movement, elevate the Broncos, and make every gift count. Visit blueelevation.org to elevate Boise State to the next level.